Hi! My little cutie pumpkin pie chai tea latte heads. I'm drinking a I'm drinking chai cider. 10 out of 10. First of all, I want to say, if you clicked on this video and you've been watching my channel for a while, like you think like Jesus is your thing, like please say. I'm just gonna tell my story, and if you've been watching for a while, you know that like this was never like brought up on my channel ever before, and like who I was when I started this channel. I've probably been 3 different people since then, but I just want to share like a little bit of my testimony, a little bit of my story with you, because I got baptized on Sunday and it was the coolest thing ever. And just like the way that Jesus has seriously changed my life over the last year, like I just feel so grateful to even be able to talk about it with you. Like even if only one of you are watching and only one of you are listening, also not about me, about like how good God is and the way that I've changed and how I've changed and how I've gotten from like some really hard, depressing, like not fun, anxiety-filled times, like where I am now, and just like how God is in every single little detail. It's just like so important to me, and you guys are so important to me, and I just felt like I just had to share. I literally just want to tell you the story of like the last couple years of my life. Got pregnant when I was 19. I wasn't dating Bex's dad when we got pregnant, but when we found out we were pregnant, we were dating. He didn't know my family, I didn't know his family, but we were like, let's just try it. Let's see if we can make this work. Grew up going to church, and I grew up like hearing about Jesus but never like knowing Jesus or like picking up my Bible. Let's backtrack 2 years ago. Before this year, I was the biggest ball of anxiety ever. Like just like constantly worrying, constantly thinking what like people were thinking to me, constantly wondering like what, like I would like drink, like, and it's not that I drink a lot, and I'm not saying that you can't drink and love Jesus. For me, I would wake up with so much anxiety. I was miserable. It wasn't always like I was happy, and I do try to find like a better outlook like on life and just like look for positives and things. I know that everyone's anxiety is different. For me, like, it just randomly popped out of nowhere. I remember one morning I woke up and Bex was still sleeping, but I was laying on my couch like literally like, and I just dropped my whole apple cider. Also, I would like be so like okay when I was drunk, and I'd be like ready to go out and get drunk so I didn't have to worry about anything. But then the next morning was like 10 times worse than like the day before ever was. I was like being like, oh, I was drunk, so like oh, I'm drunk so I can do this, like it doesn't matter, it doesn't, like who cares, you know what I mean? Like so stupid, but it's so real. Like that's honestly such a real thing. Like it was just always so much stress, so much worry, 24/7. Anyway, I loved attention. Like clearly started a YouTube channel for attention. I mean, I wouldn't say like I went into it thinking like, oh, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel because I just want attention, but I didn't care to be the spotlight of attention, like all eyes on me. I didn't care. This was pre-anxiety. That kind of turned into like a habit that like went on for years, but it was like in other things too. Like I just wanted to feel like valued. I wanted to feel enough. Like I wasn't getting it in like certain aspects of my life. I was placing my confidence and like my value, like I was putting it like in other people's hands. Like anybody who would flirt with me or tell me I was pretty, or I wanted to be by those people. I hate to admit this because it does break my heart. I didn't care if someone had a girlfriend and they were flirting with me. Like I was flirting back because I liked the attention that I was getting. I didn't care how old they are, what they were doing, what their life like outside of whatever we were doing looked like if they were not the best human. Like I didn't care because I literally just wanted the attention. I wanted to feel valued. I wanted to feel enough. I was putting all my confidence in somebody else to just like to feel valued, to feel enough, to feel worth it. I wanted to like feel important. Like when I was in relationships, I was committed to them, but when I was out of relationships, I wasn't committed. Like I didn't respect anybody else, or like, and it wasn't always, and there was times that I stuck up, but there was a lot of times I didn't. It just wasn't good. It wasn't the best version of myself that I could possibly be. And I heard a lot of people doing that. That being said, like I can tell you these things, and yeah, it can break my heart that like I was like that. And I'm not saying I was a terrible human being, because I wasn't. I care for people, I love people, but like I also like was secretly extremely selfish and very like self-centered. But I can say this and I can tell you guys this and like be so open about this because one, I know that there's other people that's been through that, but too, like, I also say this because I don't have to live a life like shameful and discouraged and embarrassed and like so down on myself and insecure about these things, because like God is so much bigger than that, and because he is in my life, just like knowing like he is so real and he is so in these details, like I get to live a life filled with so much joy and peace and confidence and self-control. Like I used to have no self-control, and whatever felt good I was doing it, but now I can see the bigger picture and like know like there are so many ways that he has changed my heart and my mind, but in like the absolute best way possible. Like I think that there's like a stigma, is that the right word? That being like a Christian or like a Christ follower is boring, and it is the coolest thing ever. Like it is like I have never had so much joy and like a better outlook in my life, like because God is so good and I don't have to worry, I don't have to stress. I think I have told this story before, but on my best friend's birthday last year in October, I had a conversation with somebody that was telling me basically just how Jesus has changed his life. I was like, this is so cool, like I can have this. The same person ended up sending me a Bible. I just kind of like took a huge leap in my faith and started reading things on my own, listening to podcasts. What's crazy about that story and why I bring it up is because having that conversation exactly to the date 1 year after I was baptized. Like that conversation was October 16th. Well, it was 15th, but I think it was so late at night that it was the 16th. Regardless, and that was 2021. I got baptized October 16th, 2022. God is good, and he's in every single detail, in every single part of our story, and he's so intentional and he cares so much about you. I am just so grateful. Like also too, like you know how hard it is to break a habit. You know how hard it is to change your mind or try to train your mind to make different decisions, think about different things. And I was drinking like 3-4 nights a week, like smoking. Please don't think that I'm saying like because you do that you're a terrible person. I'm not saying that at all. That's just not what was like filling my heart. And if anything, it was increasing so much anxiety in my life. Only God could change me that quickly. Only God could change my heart that quickly. Only God could change my mind that quickly. And I think like that's what I encourage you to do, is like if there is something that you want to see through a different lens, or like, you know, and things that you want to fix, like pray about it, like ask him about it, because I promise you he will be there. It's not gonna happen overnight. I'm not saying that. We're looking back from October, like exactly 1 year ago, but just thinking about the way that he moves in not only my life, but in so many other people's lives, and I mean in all of our lives. It's just like seeing it and knowing who you're thinking for all of these great things in your life, or not knowing who you're thinking in your life. Like, whoa, like God is so good. If you're someone that is curious or like think like, oh, I've done way too much, or like for God to like ever like accept me or love me or show up in my life, no. Like first of all, he doesn't pick favorites. Second of all, like it doesn't matter what you did before you watch this video. What matters is if you are willing to make that difference and make that change and really learn and lean in, because I promise once you learn and you lean in, it's something that it's just like so undeniable that you just like can't do it. Like it's so good. I filmed me getting baptized, or I didn't film it, but other people did, and that was such a special day. Not only do I want to have that as something to look back on, but also to just like share with you guys. Please know how important you are, how much I'm so thankful for you. Like don't forget to be the reason that someone smiles today. I'm gonna play the clips from my baptism, and I hope that you have the best rest of your Sunday ever. Mwah! You're so important and I love you so much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You look cute.
Happy baptism.
You look super cute.
Whole time. Coffee to share.
Okay.
2 muffins, one for you, one for Becky. She'll like them. I don't know.
Aww. Don't be goofy.
Happy baptism. Special.
They're getting baptized because they've said yes to Jesus. They've received Jesus into their lives. They want to live with him and walk with him for the rest of their lives.